How's it going, everyone? Mask here. Now, today we're taking a look at a huge new update coming to Knights Chronicle. Netmarble still kicking it, keeping new content coming our way. This makes me even more excited when I see big updates like this, and they don't take long to come. That I'm so invested in Knights Chronicle because there's so many more great things to come. But let's take a look at the patch notes, go over them, and I'll basically just give you guys my opinion on them. I have not read through them at all yet, so this is all for the first time. So let's take a look. Honorable Heroes, the world of Knights Chronicle continues to expand further, and we have a lot in store for everyone. Discover and explore a new area. Now, that means new free crystals. Challenge yourself further with a new dungeon. Meet new heroes. New dungeon, let's go. And more on this exciting update. Details are found below, so check them out. Alright, added new heroes. SSR Dark type. We already have quite a few darks, but dark attack type, Executor Nyx. Executor Nyx, a member of the Drayden Elites. She is covered in bandages and doesn't speak much, but when she does, her remarks are biting, and her statements slice even her allies' spirits into smithereens. However, among the Junta Drayden's upper echelon, no one minds her words much, with the exception of poor Janice. Ammon pays her no mind, and Morgan can give as good as she gets, though Callie usually considers herself above such petty concerns. She has suggested Ammon place limits on Nyx's conduct to no avail. Verdandi has often suggested she would be nicer, but Nyx's bad attitude seems to be a coping mechanism for dealing with her physical frailty. Conservative. I like it. I can respect that. Let's check her out. Another hero spotlight's ready. Who is Nyx? I'll dodge the video. We did read all this. I would consider Nyx's comments to be rude and hurtful, but I guess all we can do is understand her. She shows bandages around her body after all. It must be hard for her to see her friends be physically strong while she's just there looking weak. How could she be willing to fight alongside the other members of the Drayden Elites in her condition? She is so much like Sid. Maybe the two could meet each other and cure themselves. If you are going to die someday, better die on my hands now. So she sounds frail. I mean, they basically just described a glass cannon to us. So I'm expecting some sweet, sweet damage coming from her. But let's check her skills out. So we got a leader skill. Increase dark allies attack by 40% if the party has 5 dark heroes. Wait. Dark allies attack by only 40%. Normally the 5 hero attack boosts are 60%. I wonder if that's a typo or the dark and light version, they just value so much more that they're only giving them 40% boost. We have Sphere of Destruction for first skill. Inflicts damage equal to 70% of attack to 2 enemies. 2, so it's not a traditional cleave. It's only a double hit. A 35% chance to cast a curse that inflicts damage equal to 30% of attack for 2 turns. That sounds awfully close to a proper cleave. Like, this could be another typo. Like, it's supposed to be 3 enemies? Because how do you even choose 2 enemies? That doesn't even make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I suppose with, it could be similar to, why is her name escaping me now? May? No. Mary. Wow. It could be similar to Mary. Mary, you choose one and then she chooses the other. Perhaps that's what it'll be like. Inflicts damage equal to 200% of attack to 1 enemy. 100% chance to brand for 30% for 2 turns. 30% brand, that's huge. 70% chance to decrease the target's turn speed. That's pretty huge too, percent chance wise. Target affected by the turn speed decrease becomes immune to further turn speed decreases for 2 turns. Now, that is a big, very reliable and big damaging brand right there. Twilight Destruction. That is 1 enemy. 200% is pretty good too. Twilight Destruction level 1. Third skill. Inflicts damage equal to 120% of attack to all enemies. 50% chance to cast a curse on 2 enemies to inflict damage equal to 30% of attack for 2 turns. Now, before I judge it too much, let's take a quick look at her passives. 50% chance to increase the caster's attack by 10% for 2 turns. If an ally's skill applies a debuff, stacks up to 5 times. So every time you apply a debuff to an enemy, she has a 50% chance to gain 10% attack. The caster's attack by 10%, right? So that can stack up to a 50% attack boost. There's a 60% chance to remove a debuff from the caster when she is attacked. That's a pretty good passive. Can't complain much about that. 100% chance to cast Veil of Phantasm on the caster for 1 turn at the start of the wave. So she'll always start the wave with Veil of Phantasm, going to dodge the first attack coming her way unless she goes first. 100% chance to inflict damage equal to 80% of attack to the target and the 2 adjacent enemies when attacking a cursed target. Whoa! That's crazy! There's where some damage starts coming out. 80% of attack and her 2 adjacent enemies. That's 240% of her attack coming out of a passive every time she attacks a cursed target. That's insane. Now, she curses. 35% chance to curse on her skill 1 and a 50% chance to curse on her skill 3. It is a brand on her skill 2, so that won't be a curse. But if you put her with some other reliable cursors as well, she'll start pumping damage out with this passive. But I mean, the way this meta kind of goes right now, the single target 3rd skill nukers seem to shine above most other people. I'm not overly impressed by this kit. She's definitely gonna come in as a viable dark unit, hands down. Just by like actually having a kit that interacts with itself at the very least. But I guess as far as PvE goes, I probably would still prefer Ashley to bring into a lot of content, just because he's gonna burst things more, and burst mechanics are really like some of the more needed things right now. I mean, I suppose a lot of people have Decane and Sinclair on farm already, but a lot of bosses enrage, and burst mechanics simply are great for that. Did you enjoy learning about Nyx? Alrighty, let's take a look at... We have Spear of Justice, Christian. It's a light attribute hybrid type. Spear of Justice, Christian. And I mean, and this is more of a kit you'd expect from a hybrid. As an attack type, it's a little debuff dependent for an attack type monster. I suppose it's quite similar to Morgan though, but not a single target skill 3. That's where she doesn't shine in my opinion. But we have a light attribute hybrid type Spear of Justice, Christian. A knight from the Heldra kingdom. He believes that Heldra is the only righteous kingdom on Garniel and is honored to serve it. As Damien's aide-de-camp and leader of the first attack troop, he is very close to Damien and admires him tremendously. Maybe he'll even match skills as a knight someday. Christian can be stubborn once he makes up his mind, but he's usually got a smile on his face, except for when he encounters a situation he thinks is dishonorable or not knightly. He's popular with the ladies back in Keter, thanks to his good-looking face and chivalrous manners. Keter. If you guys know the pronunciation of this, let me know in the comments down below. I always like we have some solid people now helping me pronounce things, and I'm loving it. So thanks a lot. Added a new Advent dungeon. So Christian is coming out as an Advent hero. Fantastic. He's an SSR Advent. And of course, we're getting a new Advent dungeon. So stay tuned for that. My favorite is when they add new SSR dungeons that are tough. You have to sort of strategize to get it and beat them. We'll have to see. Added a new hero evaluation board system. A new hero evaluation board system has been added to the Codex. Hero appraisal makes it easier for players to share information about the hero's performance and how to utilize them based on other players' experience or preferences. The hero appraisal can be sorted by the most reactions, so if you receive a lot of reactions, it will be set as the best evaluation and be placed at the top. This is kind of neat. If you click on the nickname of the publisher, you can check the user's hero information. Given a reaction to the player's post is possible for a maximum of 10 times per day. You can create 5 posts per hero per day. If you make more than 5 posts, your oldest post will be automatically deleted. But if the oldest post is the best reaction post, the post will not be automatically deleted. Post has 50 or less reactions, even after 30 days, the posts will be deleted after the maintenance. There may be disadvantages in sharing the posts that do not comply with the operating policy, and the corresponding post may be deleted. Respect it, don't name it silly, inappropriate things. Cool though. By latest, this is a test about Morgan. This is a test server. Rank 300 people posting about Morgan in their new hero appraisal. So that's going to be a neat way to really help people who have just started out in the game and don't have any other direction, haven't figured out where to find other direction yet, to get advice on how to build a hero. This is fantastic. I really like that. As far as, I mean, this is something I would consider a background, an AI improvement. Like, it's not actually new content by any means. And there are so many other things I want them to focus on for AI improvements. The runes. Please improve the rune search and sort system. Thank you. Stamina cost improvements. This I like. Special dungeon stamina system improvement. First clear crystal reward added. Is that daily? Special dungeon. The amount of stamina cost per difficulty has been reduced. Annihilation 92. Now it's hard, nightmare, and annihilation's only 72. That's fantastic. So they're saving us 17 stamina per annihilation run. Time space void stamina system is 50% down. 300 stamina to clear all stages. Boom. Time space void is 100% worth it. Retract everything I've ever said in the past. I will be making sure I grind to the end of the time space void always now. 600 stamina was just a little too much for me to part with. I typically only cleared like the first 10 stages. Again, it started getting really expensive. There's just other places I would have preferred to spend my stamina before. The rune dungeon stamina cost and entry difficulty has been lowered. Dungeon difficulty and stamina, normal 32, hard 55, nightmare 77. And now it's normal 16, hard 24, and nightmare 36? Damn. That's lower than we were farming it at when it was on half off. We got jebaited! All of the time spent farming the rune dungeon at half off because you thought, I gotta farm it now, or I'm gonna be so SOL because I can't afford to do it at 77. Now it's at 36, and now it's gonna go half off for like 18. I have spent probably 100 stamina pots farming the rune dungeon. Oh well, I'm not mad. I was happy with it then. I've used the runes since, and this is just going to make it much easier for us to farm them in the future. So that's fantastic. XP dungeon is no entry limit. Do not get baited by this, guys. This is something I haven't fit into any of my videos yet, and it's really just to say the XP dungeon is largely an entire waste of your stamina. You do it once per day for dailies, and that's it. Because you get XP mons dropping from everything else, especially Advent dungeons, and that is going to be more than enough for all of your leveling up needs. Leveling up stops being relevant in this game very quickly. You level up all your individual units for the bonus crystals you get for maxing them out, and then once that people hit 60, they just sit at 60 forever. All about purple stars then, which require 0 XP mons to level up. So don't get baited by the no entry limit XP dungeon, and still you should probably avoid it. Team leader and helper system improvements, fantastic. The hero set as the leader in Team 1 will be your helper hero, no questions asked, so we can actually share our favorite hero with people, or if you have a friend that actually requests a hero that they want to use from you, it's much easier for you to just boom, set it. You don't have to, previously we had to go into a dungeon, set that hero as our leader, and then literally do that dungeon with that hero, and then if you didn't actually want that hero as your leader for other content, you'd have to sit there and wait for your friend to use it before you could switch back to your other leader, because that was gonna switch up your helper again. So boom, we can finally assign proper helpers, which is going to be an overall improvement to our ability to clear harder content. Because a lot of the harder content we have been relying, as fairly general players, we've been relying a lot on our friends' heroes. Now it's not just gonna be Morrigan on every single person on your friends list all the time. Change 50 existing friends, 5 random users, 30 guild members. What used to be is 5 friends, 5 random users, 3 guild members. What kind of a system was that? 5 existing friends, 5 random users, and 3 guild members. That was their helper system previously? No wonder I never could find any one of my 50 existing friends in particular to ever use their helpers, or my 30 guild members. That is nuts. Okay, it's getting fixed. This was definitely needed. Thank you. The hero set, yeah, okay, good. Hero set is done. That shows it. The conditions for achieving the weekly mission have been revised, making them easier to achieve. So we've just bumped down 5, 10, and 10 requirements for the weekly missions. That's fantastic. 25, yep. Conditions, monthly missions, use 5k stamina. Now it's use 4k stamina and only 100 arena entries. Hey, I love easier rewards. Monthly missions, cool. As the achievement conditions are downgraded before the update, EX Clearwater will be rewarded if reach the criteria after the update. You already cleared water 26 times. The condition was downgraded 25. You will get the reward immediately. That's fantastic. Awesome. Upgraded the arena mission rewards. Arena mission rewards have been upgraded to earn additional stamina in addition to the existing gold and honor points. You can earn 20 stamina per missions, and if you achieve all 10 missions per day, you can earn a total of a bonus 200 stamina for participating in the arena. This is awesome. This is actually a reason, to be perfectly honest, I've been extremely lazy with the arena lately, and I've only been entering it like 3 times a day just to clear my daily missions, and I've just been like, I got other things to do. But this will encourage you to really push it further. 2 victory points when you win a battle. It looks like it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, I would imagine. So it's encouraging you to win 10 games, 10 arena entries per day, which is totally a good, nice balanced number if you ask me. Boss battle weekly reward adjustment. The boss battle rewards were a little finicky if you ask me. First place got 8 gold boxes. Whoa, now first place gets 500 crystals and 5 million gold. 10,000 enhanced stones and 8 gold boxes. That is sick. Look at the crystal rewards for the world boss. Everybody gets crystals from the world boss. Netmarble, you have seriously created the most free-to-play friendly gacha I've ever played, and I love the gacha scene, and it always killed me because of how much money I would feel obliged to spend. And what are they doing? In most gachas, you'll see the company make it look free to play when it comes out, and a month or 2 goes by and they start clawing back the free to play slowly but steadily, making it more pay. Boom! They come out with a way to earn, and it's very easy to place in the top 50 to 25%. You're looking at 10 to 30 crystals. If you're on the latter half, you're still getting 3 to 5 crystals. That's fantastic. Do the boss dungeons, people. Do not miss out on the free crystals. That is awesome. Not to mention, 6-star rune tickets. 6-star rune tickets are being given out to top 10%. Okay, that's a little harder to hit, but still, awesome rewards. Golden crystals. Hero skill enhancement UI. You can now tap and hold the skill button to check the skill information. Cool. All right. Yeah. UI, UX improvements. UI, during the battle, improve more compact from eliminating the existing unnecessary information. If you tap the pause button, some functions that have been removed in the main battle screen have been transferred here, such as elemental advantages, skip visual effects, etc. That was great. We never needed that stupid elemental advantage wheel up at the top left that's just in our way. Get that out of here. It was no good. And skip visual effects, all those things at the top, it was like, oh, yeah, I was accidentally clicking that and turning on my animations often. That belongs in the menu. Keep it there. The pause menu. Fantastic. Heroes not owned. Leader icon and lock button will not be displayed. If the hero is not owned. Okay. Cool. Adjustments of skills in the Advent Dungeon. Skill Meteor Shot, which is used when Flare's HP is less than 30%, has been downgraded. Attacks 3 enemies plus damage reduction buff. Okay. Damn, they just made Flare easier. I kind of liked Flare being so hard. Abel. Fixed an issue where the damage absorption of Butterfly Wing does not work properly when Cain and Abel are together. That is hilarious. I feel like that should have been a thing. You put Cain and Abel together and something should happen. Come on. The Undertaker Claude. Dirge. Ghost Girl passive skill. Added more description. The effect remains the same. Okay, fine. Just upped how it's explained. No damage except penetration damage. Enemies will sleep for 2 turns if they remove Dirge Ghost Girl. Yeah. All they did is add cannot be applied when damage immunity is active. Okay, fine. The Slaughterer Morgan. Berserker passive skill. Added more description. The effect remains the same. The caster can be controlled if they become a berserker while they have abnormal status immunity. Haha! That's one little glitch that was in that somebody discovered and they were talking about, and they made a patch note about it. Fantastic. Other improvements. An automatic loss will be given in the game suddenly crashes forced termination during the arena battle to block the elements that can give an unfair advantage in the arena. Cool. Finding abusable glitches, fixing them. Fantastic. There's an issue, you can't use some heroes as material of enhancing if you use that hero to complete 15 floors in the time-space void. I would never ran across that one, but cool. Improve the situation where if you use a guild member as your helper, friend application can be duplicated. Oh. Improve the graphics break. When you have two of the same person on your friends list? Weird. Improve the graphics breaks when entering a multiplayer preparation room while you're opening the world map. So there was a ton of times the whole graphics on your whole screen would actually just go nuts and the game would be broken. Fixing that, obviously. Characters and nickname creation from 8 to 12. This allows more freedom in creating nicknames. Hey, nice! Because MasKScarin was 10 characters and I couldn't even make it. Adjusted the maximum amount of stamina that can be stacked from 30,000 to 3,000. Wait, what? Stamina that can be stacked from 30,000 to 3,000. People were stacking 30,000 stamina. You can't purchase stamina beyond 3,000, which is the maximum amount. Stamina that will exceed the maximum amount of 3,000 will not be collected. Oh, that's unfortunate. Don't let your stamina get to even 1,000. Why would you do that? If you claim stamina exceeds 3,000, a window pop-up informing that stamina cannot be acquired. Cool. So they won't force you to waste it. But we hope you enjoyed this new update. That's all for now. See you again soon, my fellow heroes, and stay excited. CM Community Manager, Lena. You know what? This is a fantastic update. I love seeing quality of life improvements, UI improvements, glitch fixes, as well as new content. That means they're interested in making their game great, actually improving and maintaining like the quality of life in the game. These are QOL. A lot of these are QOL fixes, and also bringing us new content. A lot of the time, a developer will completely ignore fixing quirky, broken things and focus on only new content because new content equals money. And I mean, it just happens. It's what they do. But once again, Netmarble, you are absolutely impressing me, and I hope we continue to see many more fantastic patches like this one. And I'm super excited to check out the new Advent Dungeon. I mean, I'm pretty sure Nyx is gonna come on a banner, and I don't really, I most likely won't have the crystals to jump on that banner. But Christian, I'll see you in the Advent Dungeons, my friend. Thanks for checking us out, guys. Let me know what you think of the patch notes in the comments down below. Say hi, whatever you got. And of course, as usual, grab my Facebook and my Twitter link, and also a link to join my Discord in the description down below. I'm launching a Knights Chronicle section on our Discord, and I invite all of you guys to come hang out, join it, get in on the conversation. And we're going to be growing it into more channels soon. Right now, there is just one Knights Chronicle General. I'm going to make sure we have enough people to make it worth adding a bunch of different channels. Right now, we're focusing all the conversation in one spot, and it's awesome. And as always, check out that top link in the description down below if you want to figure out how to play Knights Chronicle on your computer like I do on BlueStacks. Better graphics, better processing power, and of course, save that cell phone battery, guys. Use that link in the top of the description. Thanks for checking this out. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And stay classy.